Warning, this video contains disturbing.
Christmas is supposed to be joyful and safe, but for some families, it became the day their lives were permanently destroyed. These are the most disturbing Christmas crimes ever caught on camera. We'll start with the least disturbing cases and save the worst for last. The most recent one. Christmas was right around the corner when residents of Yucaipa, a quiet neighborhood, received a mysterious gift, but not from Santa. While most people slept comfortably in their homes, someone moved quietly through the streets. Men in horrifying masks approached each doorstep, but they didn't knock or ring the doorbell. Instead, they left strange objects on porches, in plants, and in gardens. Every move was captured on surveillance cameras, and while they looked creepy enough, the masks weren't even the worst part. The men left Christmas cards outside every home, and when the homeowners opened them, they froze in fear. The messages inside were threatening and deeply disturbing, gripping the entire neighborhood in fear. No one felt safe.
I pick it up, open it, and it reads, "Santa, I want the head of a Nazi under my tree." And then I was like, whoa.
It's really terrifying, to be honest with you, because we're home, I have my 14-year-old daughter. What if she would have been outside?
The more people watched the surveillance videos, the more unnerving the situation felt. Those creepy notes left everyone on edge and ruined Christmas for many. But what happened next in Nashville on Christmas morning was even more horrifying. It was a calm Christmas morning in Nashville when a haunting message suddenly started playing, right at 6:25 a.m., a warning for danger, but from whom?
If you can hear this message, evacuate now.
The chilling message woke the residents, and the police responded immediately. Body cams on, they moved closer to investigate, closer to danger they couldn't even imagine. And then it happened, an explosion so loud and brutal that the surveillance camera screen turned completely white. Buildings shook, and the terrifying sound echoed across the city. Body cam footage later revealed the source, a nearby RV which detonated in a massive fireball. And the most disturbing part? The exact moment was caught on camera. The aftermath was complete chaos, with debris everywhere. Flames consumed everything they touched, turning the quiet neighborhood into a scene out of a horror movie. The tragic incident claimed the life of Anthony Quinn Warner, the man behind it all, and several others were injured, but the memory of that morning scarred those who witnessed it, and every holiday the fear lingers. And yet, this isn't even the worst, because next up is a Christmas Day break-in that will make your skin crawl. It was 1990, and the T-Day family headed out to a secluded cabin as their annual Christmas retreat. The cabin was surrounded by waterfalls, forest, and complete isolation. It was meant to be a peaceful escape until that same calm turned deadly.
That was our family dream. We looked forward to that every year, to get to be able to spend our Christmas vacation together in the mountains with our family.
On December 22nd, Kay Tida arrived at the cabin in Oakley, Utah, with her daughter and her mother to prepare for Christmas. Cabin and a quiet start to the holiday. Instead, they walked into something unimaginable.
Opened the door, and I saw a flash of gray move behind the refrigerator, and the next thing I knew, there was a man pointing a revolver at me.
Two parolees, Von Lester Taylor and Edward Stephen Deli, had escaped from a halfway house and broken into the cabin. And what followed was a sequence of violence that shattered the family forever. The intruders shot Kay Tida and her mother, killing them instantly.
I see my mom go down, and then seconds after that, I look over to my shoulder and see my grandmother fall after her head had been blown off.
But what they did after the shooting was even more disturbing. Instead of fleeing, the men stayed. They turned on a camera and filmed themselves opening Christmas presents and trying on the family's gifts, acting as if nothing had happened.
Okay. Let's see a couple of them.
Moments later, Rolf Tide returned to the cabin with his daughter, Trisha. He was shot, doused in gasoline, and left to die as the intruders set the cabin on fire. Then they kidnapped the two sisters and fled on snowmobiles into the night. Rolf was lucky to survive and escaped the burning cabin. He also managed to rescue his daughters, but the damage was irreversible. His wife and mother-in-law were gone, and his children were left with lifelong trauma. The only justice came later. Von Lester Taylor was sentenced to death and remains on Utah's death row, while Edward Deli received a life sentence. Still, what haunted people the most was not just the violence, it was the footage. Killers calmly opening Christmas presents after the murders. And disturbingly, the horror doesn't end here, because what happened next in Prague would be even more shocking. It was December 21st, 2023, just days before Christmas break. Students at the Prague University arrived for class like any other day, and when 24-year-old postgraduate student David Kozak entered the building with a large suitcase, no one even looked at him twice. He quietly went to the restroom and stayed there, waiting for the right time. Meanwhile, the police came looking for David, following an earlier tip. They knew he was suicidal and highly dangerous, but they never suspected what he'd do next. As officers searched the building for David, he exited the restroom armed with a pistol and opened fire in the corridors and classrooms. There was chaos everywhere. Students ran, searching for safe hiding spots. Some were forced onto narrow exterior ledges, clinging to the building just to stay alive. But David was ruthless. He kept firing and killing.
Postavil se! Jestli máte dlouhém to!
Police officers continued to search the building, clearing floors one by one, fully aware that the threat was still inside. As panic spread, police evacuated students, hands raised, faces frozen in fear. Many struggled to comprehend what had just happened. When officers finally located Kozak on the roof and closed in, surrounded with nowhere left to escape, he took his own life. 14 people were killed. Many more were injured, including students and faculty. The country declared a national day of mourning. It is the kind of incident that makes you question how safe public spaces really are. But what would you do if death knocks on your front door, literally? Just 2 days before Christmas, Michael Brinkman was home in Omaha, Nebraska, with his girlfriend and his son getting ready for a night out. Everything felt normal until there was a knock at the door. Terror began the moment it opened. Two intruders forced their way inside. One wore a clown mask, the other a Santa hat. They shoved Brinkman's son and his girlfriend to the ground. When Michael moved toward them to protect his family, he was shot down. Both gunmen fled the scene before the police arrived, leaving a woman screaming for help and a teenage boy frozen with shock. Brinkman's wife immediately called 911 with a harrowing account of the tragedy.
I need an ambulance right now.
Okay, what's going on?
Someone was at my door and they shot my husband.
Okay, so they tried to rob you guys and shot your husband?
Yes.
Okay, is he breathing?
No, come on.
Okay,
Please.
okay, listen to me. I need you to try to calm down, okay?
How can I calm down when my husband's shot?
Police rushed to the scene, but despite every effort by first responders, Michael Brinkman was pronounced dead inside his own home. In just 7 minutes, this woman's and this young boy's lives are permanently destroyed. The case would eventually be solved, not by a witness or confession, but by something left behind. A half-eaten piece of Texas toast found at the crime scene led investigators to Leandre Jennings, the man responsible for the murder. But the damage was done because a holiday meant for joy forever became tied to violence and loss.
He says to me, "Go answer the door." I open the door and this guy pointed a gun at me and he had a mask on.
So what did he say to you?
I'm screaming, "What do you want? I'll give you anything. What do you want?" And he says, "Give me your money."
And if this crime felt sudden and cruel, the final one takes the idea of Christmas terror even further. An incident so brutal, it twisted the image of Santa into something far more sinister. The Ortega family was gathered in Covina, California to celebrate Christmas together. Laughter filled the house. Gifts were exchanged, and no one sensed the danger waiting just outside, until it knocked at the door. An 8-year-old girl rushed to open it, excited to see Santa holding a gift. Only this Santa was highly dangerous. No one inside could have imagined what the gift really was, or that this would be the last Christmas many of them would ever see. But the happy illusion was shattered instantly when he opened fire. The first shot hit the girl in the face, and the gunshots kept coming. But the nightmare wasn't over. Next, he set the house on fire using a homemade flamethrower, hoping to burn everyone to ashes. As panic consumed the house and bullets tore through the celebration, one woman managed to escape and call 911. On the line, she revealed the identity of the murderous Santa, who he was, and what he was doing to her family.
His name is Bruce Pardo.
Okay, and who is he to you guys?
Excuse me?
Who is he to you?
He's my ex-brother-in-law. They're going through a divorce right now.
Okay.
With my sister.
Hold on 1 second, okay?
I don't know who else is alive.
I know, ma'am. Just stay on the phone with me, okay?
My whole family, there's 30 people, 25 people.
I know. It's okay. The officers are there. They're trying to get to you guys, okay?
He came in through the entrance of the door, and there's a Santa Claus suit, and I didn't see them when he shot. I heard the shots, and they were like poppers, and I wasn't sure what it was, so everyone started panicking and running.
The man was Bruce Jeffrey Pardo, a man fueled by rage after a bitter divorce. He had planned the attack for months and succeeded in killing 9 family members, including his ex-wife. This crime is a reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters don't break in. They knock, they smile, and they arrive dressed as something you trust. If these Christmas crimes felt disturbing, wait until you see the unsettling videos that hide within YouTube Kids' algorithm. Click here.